Hello, everybody. Crypto Caesar. It's the 17th of September, and we are today looking at Ethereum. I'm super excited about Ethereum and Ethereum's future, and I think the upside potential for Ethereum in the next cycle is just really exciting, to be quite frank. And I will go into that in further detail in a moment. But let's have a look at what has happened presently, and we shall then go into a bit of the history. So essentially, Ethereum had this bear market downtrend with Bitcoin all the way down to the low of about $893. But this was prior to the merge, and a lot of people accumulate a lot of Ethereum here, and we had a really good rally, really good rally up to essentially the bull market support band, which you can see running through the candles here in yellow. It basically rejected off that, came back down, tried again, got a rejection, and now it's failing. So I really think that there is more downside for Ethereum. I think there's more downside for Bitcoin, and you can look at my previous videos in relation to that. I think that the 4-year cycle low for Bitcoin is close, and I think Ethereum is going to come back down into this zone here. Now, this zone here is essentially set by me because I can see that we had some really heavy resistance here back in April 2018. So that would mark a point for me. And then we had this support here back in June 22. Then the bottom of the range really comes from this resistance back in June 2019. And again, the resistance in August 20. So this is a nice little range here. It's quite a big range. I like big ranges. Do I think it's going to come to the bottom of this range, $400? No. I mean, the range is between essentially $900 and $400. But I think a really good opportunity, in my view, where I'll be looking for heavy, aggressive positions is around the $600 mark. So I'll be sort of laddering in all the way in down to 400. I don't think it's going to go to 400, but I'll certainly get more aggressive as we get towards $600. So essentially, I think Ethereum's got some more downside to come. I mean, also, if you look at the capitulation volume historically, this was the capitulation volume in November, December 2018, really high. Okay, and again, the COVID crash, again, the capitulation volume was really high, and even the pullback we got in May of last year, even that volume was higher than the volume we've had so far. So I think I would like to see some more volume, some more capitulation, some more pain. And I think that will come when Ethereum starts dropping down into this zone here between $900 and $400. Here's a quick advert from our sponsors, and I'll come back to the video in a moment.
Welcome to Prime XBT, the most powerful trading platform, offering immediate access to more than 30 assets. Trade cryptocurrencies, forex, stock indices, and much more.
So yeah, I mean, essentially, I really want to see this capitulative type of volume. We haven't seen it yet. So I'm looking for buys really between the $900 and the $400 range. The sweet spot for me, as I say, is $600. Now, something really interesting about Ethereum is that it seems to really like the fib extension 3618, and all the traders out there will know how important the reach is for an asset on the 3618, and a lot of cryptocurrencies actually, in fact, reach out to the 3618 on a trend-based fib extension. So it's not a fib extension, it's a trend-based fib extension. And if you draw that from correctly from the low to the high and back to the low again, you'll quickly find that in Ethereum's cycle in 2017, it hit that on the nose. So we just essentially drill the tool from the bottom of the move to the top of the move, which is the January high of 2017-18. And then we bring it down to the low of December 2018, draw it across, and there we are. It hit it spot on. So this asset really did reach out to that 3618. It did really well there to do that. So I thought it would be interesting to draw another Fibonacci trend-based fib extension on it, and lo and behold, so bottom of the move, which was December 2018, to the top of the move, 5K in November 21, draw it down to essentially where I think the sweet spot might be. So, you know, about $600. What do we get? We get a target of 17,626, so not far off 20K. It could well extend above that. So really, really excited about Ethereum. For me, it's just about being patient now and essentially accumulating in this area here. If it doesn't come down to this area in the next 2-3 months, then I'll have to rethink my strategy and my plan. But I'm at the moment fairly confident it's going to come down to these lows, particularly if Bitcoin drops below the low of 17K or so, whatever the low is at the moment. I think Ethereum has a very, very good chance of drawing back. And you'll notice that since the merge, when Bitcoin pulls back a couple of percent, Ethereum is pulling back 6 or 7%. So there is some pretty heavy selling pressure there for Ethereum. So for me, it's just about being patient, accumulating, and then just waiting for this big 5-wave move that's going to come in the next cycle. So by sort of 2020, end of 2024, beginning of 2025, in my view, I will see, or I could see Ethereum trading around the $18,000 to $20,000 mark. So an absolutely huge opportunity for Ethereum holders. Also, what's interesting is that, in fact, this move is a diminished return, because the last move in Ethereum from the low of about $81, it rallied up to 5K, and that was about a 5,778.83% move. Whereas if this move happened from around about the $600 mark, for example, for argument's sake, and rallied up to this point, you're looking at 2,971 spot 11% move, which is in fact a diminished return from the last move. Still a massive move, still a massive return, something I am really, really excited about. Well, thank you very much for listening. If you are interested in learning further about cryptocurrencies and trading and markets in general, just come and check me out on Twitter or look at the website. All the links are in the description. And I bid you a good weekend. Take care. Bye-bye.